In this video, we're going to use the ExamView software that came with your curriculum to access questions and turn them into a quiz or test. Later on in the course, we'll bring this quiz or test into Schoology, but this video is going to be limited to using the ExamView test generator to make a test using question banks. So you can see there's three icons that came with ExamView with this example curriculum I'm using. I'm using the 5th grade Math in Focus curriculum for this example, but your curriculum should also have some ExamView software that came with it if you're taking this course. I see that there's an ExamView player, there's an ExamView test manager, and the one we're going to use is the test generator. You can't even see the whole thing. If I click on it, you can see that. And so I'm going to go ahead and launch this software. Your tech may need to help you if you're installing this at school because you may not have install rights. Okay, the software opens up, and this is from a company called eInstruction. I will post a link attached to this in this folder that will show you if you want to download just a 30-day trial. If for some reason you're taking this course and you do not have the software but are still interested in learning about it. One thing to mention is if you download that trial, I don't think you'll have questions, and so that'll be beyond the scope of this course because we're going to use questions that already came with your software since this course is only a 2-hour course. So here I have a window that asks me a lot of options. What do I want to do? And we're going to choose the first one, create a new test using a wizard. Okay, it's going to ask me to name this test. So I'm going to call this Online Course October 13. I'll call it a quiz. Now you could name this whatever would be appropriate because you are going to make a quiz and give this to students, so please choose a name that reflects what you study in your course with students. And I'm going to click Next. The wizard is very nice. Now here's where the question banks that I have come in handy. These are the question banks from my textbook. And so if I choose this Chapter 5 Algebra and I say Open, I will see the different options. There's properties, evaluate numerical expressions. So we'll say, let's say we want to say grouping symbols, and I'll select that. You can see it went down below now, and way down there at the bottom, I'll highlight this text if I can. No, I can't. Sorry. It says one question bank selected with 5 questions available. And so if I want more questions, like let's say I said, let's include something on numerical expressions, and select that also. And so now I have 2 question banks selected with a total of 10 questions, and that's perfect for this example. You choose whatever applies to you. I will now click Next. Okay. On this screen it shows me bimodal in ExamView speak is generally multiple choice, and there are 8 multiple choice questions and 2 short answer. Something to know about Schoology or any electronic grading system is the computer will grade the ones that are bimodal or multiple choice. So I'll go ahead and put in an 8 there and select all of those. Short answer, if I choose to add these to the test, it will require me to go in and grade them. And so, but I will go ahead. I mean, I want to have a good mixture of things, so I'll say include both of those. Okay, so now if I say, let's see, let's click up here. Okay, I wanted to make sure that number down there said 10. So right now I have all 10 questions selected, and I'm going to click Next. Okay, here's a little summary screen. It says Test Summary. It shows I have 8 multiple choice. It says I have 2 short answer, and I'm going to click the Finish button, and then it'll show me what my test looks like in ExamView. Here is the test. And if you're not familiar with ExamView, there's quite a robust number of features across the top. I'll just briefly mention if you want to reorder these questions, there's some different options, and you can certainly play with them. Switching it to 2 columns. Boy, I don't spell check. You shouldn't need to use spell check since this was the question bank, but take a look. Anyway, I can see if I scroll down, what ExamView will do is it'll show me the questions. It'll also show me an answer key because I may want to print this. This is nice. If you are going to give this test to kids in Schoology, this would be an option. You could print it with an answer key. Now the answer key gives you all sorts of information about the standards it's from and all of that. And so you can see that. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to be concerned with the questions going into a file that we're going to be able to use in Schoology. And a future video is going to show you the details of this, but here's the quiz. One thing I would do is in the File menu at the top there, you might want to save this just in case something gets messed up, and so you could save it on your desktop. I'm not going to do that in this step here in this video, but eventually, and another video is going to pick up on this, you're going to export this into what's called Blackboard 7.1 to 9.0. Sounds strange, but that's basically the file that Schoology is going to want later. And so after you save this and you have it ready, a future video is going to show you how to save this file and then bring it into Schoology.